As a new online teacher, I made some detrimental mistakes that really hurt my start as an online teacher. And I talked about it here in this video, and I talked about my income. And I don't want you to make these same mistakes I did. So I have gathered 6 things that you need to make sure to not do as a beginning online ESL teacher to make sure you get a running start and not a running smack into the wall start like I did. So here we go. Here are the 6 things you should not do as a brand new online ESL teacher. Hey, I'm online teacher Allison, and I teach stay-at-home moms how to teach online so they can earn an income from home. Since you've decided you want to be an online teacher, I am so happy you're here. I want to formally invite you to my live workshop that teaches you the 5 online ESL application secrets that ESL companies are looking for. I use them in my interview. They ask that people use them in their interview. So do it. I have my first list of 5 here in this video, but then I go even further. And in this live training, I give you live clips of classes, free downloads you can have. So make sure you go check that out. onlineteacherallison.com/get hired. Online ESL teaching mistake to avoid number 1 is missing classes or canceling classes. So a lot of online ESL platforms will penalize you for missing a class or canceling class. Let's talk about cancellations first. They're going to look different from company to company. Some platforms don't penalize you for canceling and others do. So the platforms I always worked for docked me in a couple of different ways. First, I got hit monetarily, and how much money I lost depended on how close to class I canceled. Within 24 hours, I didn't lose any money, but closer than that, it kind of increased in increments the closer it got to class. And on top of the money ding, I got a hit to my activity. And so my score for classes that I completed and the ratio of classes to what I booked went down, and that stuck with me for a month. So parents could see that I had canceled or missed 1 or more classes that month, and it can affect bookings depending on where you are as an online ESL teacher. When you're a brand new one trying to get established, it hurts hard. But once you've kind of established yourself and you have this group of regular students that books with you every week, it doesn't hurt as hard. But as a brand new teacher, I canceled. And I also missed. Let's talk about missing classes as a new teacher. This is arguably worse. This is when your student logs on and you don't because you're snoozing or because you forgot about it or you didn't want to do it, but it doesn't look good on you. It doesn't look good on the company. And you get that monetary ding. You get that activity level ding. And again, it varies from platform to platform, but it doesn't look good. And I can guarantee you that student is not going to show up again. The number of brand new students to me that I missed their class that returned is 0. So as a new online teacher, you do not want to miss classes and miss potential students that are going to continue to book with you because it's going to hurt you in the long run. Now, if you miss a class with a regular, it still doesn't look good, but they are more forgiving than brand new students who don't know you yet. They don't know your teaching style. Online ESL teaching mistake to avoid number 2 is overbooking yourself. So you will be tempted in the beginning to open all the slots possible because you want to maximize your exposure. Some platforms will feature you for a couple weeks. For me, it was 2. They feature you higher in the search engine, so to help promote your bookings. So you're going to be tempted to open as many as possible to meet as many students as possible. And while it's a great strategy, it comes with its downfalls, like sleeping through classes because you were asleep when they booked or because you slept through your alarm. And you can't give every class your all. So when you're really tired, you are not the same teacher as you are when you're awake and prepared. So if I were to come to you and teach you my live workshop at 4 a.m. compared to my live workshop at 12 p.m. when I slept all night, it's going to look very different. I'm really going to try to bring my all, but I am not a morning person, and I know that about myself. So I know my later workshop will be so much better because I am awake and I am me. Now, if you're a morning person and you know, hey, I can do this, that's great. But you also have to remember you are a stay-at-home mom. Your kids need you, and this is important. So for me, losing myself as a mom and my time with my son wasn't worth it to open all the slots. So that leads me to online ESL mistake not to make. Number 3 is don't open an inconsistent schedule. So as a brand new online ESL teacher, what you want to teach is what you should open up. So if you only want to teach 6 to 8 in the morning, only open those slots up, because it will show families that you are consistent and that they can book with you for the next month, the next 6 weeks, the next 8 weeks. And that is a very popular suggestion for new teachers and teachers who are trying to get going again, and teachers that just aren't experiencing the bookings that they want, is to show that you have consistency and open up for weeks and months in advance. So I'm getting ready to open my summer slots for ESL because my job does not go into the summer. I'm working inside schools in the school districts. So when they're on summer break, I stop and I rely heavily on ESL to help supplement that lost income. So I'm getting ready to actually open it, and it's March. And it's going to show parents that I am ready all summer, and I'm going to be there for them for their summer classes. So that's going to be my consistent schedule. I'm going to determine what hours I want to do in the morning again, and I'm going to open that. All right. Online ESL mistake you don't want to make. I'm looking at my notes here, 4. This is a giant one as you are brand new, and that's being unprepared for the lesson. It is so easy to be unprepared for this lesson because it is provided for you. You don't have to do any work outside of class to create this lesson. But what work you do need to do is preparing for it. Before class, I highly encourage you to at least go through the slides for the first month or so while you get the feel of the flow of the lesson. So where I worked, that was kind of what in a routine. We practiced the vocabulary words in isolation, and then we practiced in sentences, and then we went on to other subjects, and it kind of depended on the lesson: math, science, social studies. And then we had some free talk at the end. So once I learned the flow, I didn't have to prep for each new individual lesson. But in the beginning, you will. You're going to want to grab props. You're going to want to grab rewards. You're going to want to think about your TPR, and I talk about all of this in this video right here on how to get hired, on my Get Hired video. You're going to want to think about all of those things so you're not completely blindsided. Now, you don't need to write everything down step by step, slide by slide, but you want to kind of have a general idea of what the platform expects from you to teach, what the platform expects the student to learn and take away from that lesson, and how you as the teacher are going to deliver it. Every teacher is different, and that's what's beautiful about online ESL is you can get matched to your perfect student, and this student can get matched to their perfect teacher and their style. So you want to think about how you're going to deliver that in a way that's true to yourself so that you find the best students for you. All right, online ESL mistake not to make, number 5, is bad lighting and a bad background. So what's worse than a bad lighting and what's worse than not having anything in the background is having a noisy, distracting background. So I teach in the corner. You can see this is the corner of my room. And on the other side, I have more going on. But if you set up in a place where your family's running behind you, you got the TV going, the dogs are barking, it's not a good learning environment, especially for a student who's trying to learn a new language. And that's going to reflect badly on you. They're going to leave you a bad review. They're going to not tell their friends to book with you. They're not going to come back. And word's going to get out. You don't want to be the teacher with a noisy background because the company's not going to keep you around once they get wind of it. So try to find a place where it is quiet and kind of secluded. I can shut this door, and so it is a lot quieter. My son's in here right now, so you can probably hear him, but this is completely different from an online ESL lesson, right? Like you can click out and it's fine. So do not have bad lighting or bad background, especially a distracting background. I know personally of someone who got dinged because the doorbell rang and the dogs went berserk, like dogs do. So just kind of think those things through as you're preparing your area to teach. If you need to teach in the kitchen, think about the times. I always know that when this room is full, I have a backup plan, and that is my closet or my laundry room, or if it's a good weather season, the garage. So have a backup plan in case your area needs to be used. Mine is my teaching room, but if we have a lot of company here, it does become a guest room. So have a backup plan. All right, and my last one, online ESL teacher mistake to avoid and not make, number 6, is culture faux pas. So I did not make this one personally, but I really want you to think about it because I didn't, and I'm just really thankful that I didn't make it. So in some cultures, thumbs up, where for us, it's a friendly and a great gesture. It is not for other cultures. And if you are teaching that culture, you need to make sure you're not doing that. And another one, so like the Middle East, showing shoes and showing feet is a major faux pas. So if you're teaching students in the Middle East, like in Cambly, and VIP Kid has a platform with Middle Eastern students, you don't want to do that. And you're probably thinking, Allison, I'm not going to show my foot on the camera. Like, You don't do that? No, you're probably not. But if you have a lesson where you teach feet, you'd be surprised at the things you pull out. You might pull out your actual foot, and you might pull up your shoe. You might pull up a foot from a stuffed animal. And I don't know how the stuffed animal comes across on that rule, but for me, I would play it safe. So just quickly research the culture you're going to be teaching and make sure you don't make any faux pas. When I was teaching Chinese students, I'm pretty sure it's China where you can't do the thumbs up, but we very heavily did thumbs up because they wanted them totally immersed, and that meant in our culture, thumbs up is fine, and they understood that. But VIP Kid, when you apply to work with the Middle Eastern students in their Middle Eastern program, they do specifically say that feet are a big no-no, so don't do it. Cambly does not tell you that, so I learned that otherwise, but I have had a lot of students from the Middle East, so I want you to be aware. So those are my 6 mistakes to avoid as a brand new online teacher. I hope you avoid them, and I hope it helps you get a running start and you don't run into the wall like I did, because I did really hurt my start. Those 2 weeks I was supposed to be featured, I had already missed a class. So think about those things. Let me know of any questions you have, and I cannot wait to see you in my live training. Let's chat soon. Bye.